This is from Beans2584. My first session as game master. So, I am a new game master and I've been working on this campaign for a while. Me and all my players are new, so some things may be done wrong. Any advice is appreciated. A lot of people are new to Cyberpunk and they get worried. And my mantra is always, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine. Even if you make mistakes, you're gonna be just fine. The player characters are Netrunner, Moniker, Medtech, G-Man, a Tech, Arnold, just Arnold, and the solo is called Atlas. I like how everybody has their own like little code names, and the Tech is just like, I'm Arnold. Okay. So anyway, we got a Netrunner, we got a Medtech, we got a Tech, and a solo. So we start in an elevator inside a mega building apartment complex. The fixer named Stone gives a monologue that goes as follows. All right, y'all. Your mission is to rescue some corpo prick's druggy son. His name is Raiden Wade, a lace addict, kidnapped by some booster gangers after not paying them some money back that he borrowed. Ugh, tale as old as time. The gangsters ain't pushovers, but they sure as shit ain't Adam Smasher. The room number is 2408. Do what you wish, negotiate, sneak in, or blow the fucking door off. Just make sure the kid doesn't flatline. When y'all done, my guy will pick up the kid or your bodies. This is already pretty standard Cyberpunk adventure going on right here. Hey, go there, rescue the guy, come back. I like that it's a corporate's son and he's a druggie, and it's a completely believable kind of scenario that you would be in. The corporate hit up this fixer and was like, look, my son is in trouble. Get me your best guys. Get him out of there safely. I need it to be hush hush. That's why I came to you. I couldn't just, you know, gone to like reception and been like, hey, can we use some company resources to get my son back? You know what I mean? Because, you know, he didn't pay some gangsters. No, can't do that. So they go with edge runners. The crew gets off the elevator and finds the room. Moniker looks and finds a port to jack in and enters the net. She finds the building's net architecture but fails to breach the passwords. She jacks out and informs the group. Hacking into a system, I don't know how this game master is doing it, but if there's another netrunner in the system, or there's a demon in the system, or they have something going on, then they will be alerted that someone just hacked the system. They don't know exactly who it came from, unless there is a netrunner there, and the netrunner can see like the net code of the netrunner that's in there, or the demon basically logs it. But they know as soon as you jack in. So if you jack in and you can't breach the passwords, then you kind of like blown your cover a little bit. I don't know how the game master is going to do it in this scenario, but anyway, netrunner comes in, jacks in, couldn't get past the password. The tech, who was more confident in his persuasion than he should be, knocked on the door and tried to sell the gangers some junk, but he was instantly shut down as he managed to roll a 4. I mean, that's brave. The door was slammed on his face the moment he opened his mouth. Jesus Christ. That was, I mean, look, I'm always going to support players that want to do things that they're not good at. So I like the idea. I would have given him a +1 just as a game master +1, because I like that you're going out of the box and like trying to go out your comfort zone. And how cool would it be if this actually worked, you know? But rolling a 4, what are you gonna do, dude? If you roll a 4, you rolled a 4. Angered, the tech motioned to Atlas to do the hard way. So the solo. Atlas kicked down the door and rolls to shoot for auto fire at the nearest ganger. He misses all his shots. The crew then rolls for initiative. Ay, ay, ay. How did you miss all your shots as a solo? That's nuts. Throw some luck in there. What's going on, dude? Anyway, the solo missed all the shots. What can you do? The solo goes first and tries to auto fire again, and he misses as well. Oh my god, is that Andy, my buddy, playing there? Then Moniker, the netrunner, takes out her pistol and fires a shot, and it hits, doing a good chunk of damage to the first ganger. Arnold, the tech, then shot and missed with his shotgun. This is a common theme. Third turn, I think this is the most important one. Atlas takes his fire axe and scores a critical injury against the second ganger, kills him instantly in a bloody viscera. Atlas then stares down the third ganger, who's tied up fighting G-Man, and wins a face-off against him. Then Moniker shoots the first ganger dead. The third ganger, realizing that he can't win, drops his weapons and surrenders to the group. Perfect. Perfectly done. Your other two buddies just got murked. Dude, you're gonna run away. I don't know why a lot of game masters like to have their NPCs fight to the death. Unless it makes sense to do that, I would just be like, dude, he just saw like two of his buddies getting murked. He's gonna run away because he knows he's next. So, and he's outnumbered. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this little report. I'd love to know if you would like to continue as we keep playing. Since we are new players, we would like and critique and feedback you guys can give us. Okay, we would like the critique and feedback you guys can give us. Sorry, I'm just trying to parse through the syntax here. Thanks, Choom. So, my opinion, this is perfectly done. It was a cut and dry mission. Did a really good job of giving them a premise that they can understand. And this is what makes Cyberpunk such a great game. You literally just break it down in the easiest way. There's a guy there, go rescue him. Now, you might think like, dude, that's so, that's nothing. That's like, there's no substance there. Who is the guy? Where did he come from? What's his background? That shit doesn't matter, dude. A job is a job. We'll get there. We'll adapt. Okay? And that's what they tried to do. They got there. They were like, let's hack it. Hacking didn't work. Then the players were like, okay, I'll try to persuade them. Persuading them didn't work. So they said, look, we tried to be nice. Okay? So it's time to not be nice. And they kicked down the door and started blasting. That's peak Cyberpunk, dude. It would have been cool if the other two things worked out. The hacking, if that worked out, they turn off the lights, they come in, they get some like, surprise attacks on these dudes, or he persuades them and then they're like, all right, this guy's not worth it, worth the trouble, we'll release him to you. That's cool. And it's also cool to just kick down the door and just start blasting. So I think the game master played this really well. He had a great premise for a great adventure. I think that the players played it really well, and it's exactly what I would expect from a Cyberpunk game. I love how the game master realized that the third ganger is going to drop his weapon and surrender or run away, because that's what's logical here, you know what I mean? I think it would be cool to add some sort of, danger to the hostage. So the players come in, they start shooting, they start attacking. One of the gangers should take the hostage, use him as a human shield. Now it's kind of, it's a little bit of a rough scenario. Also, I would keep in mind what kind of terrain the players are coming into. Is the apartment filled with junk? Are there traps? Are there explosives laying around? Are there drugs laying around? Is the TV super loud? Like, all these things will basically add to the excitement of the fight and will engage the players in a way where they have to use their brain. If there's a bunch of junk on the ground, it's going to be harder to get across the room. So either I kick this couch over and jump over it, or I go another way. You know what I mean? So it basically gives the players some kind of terrain where they have to navigate through it before they can get into fight. And remember, the guy has to not get flatlined. If the gangsters are like, hey, we have a chance to kill this dude, let's just kill him, and or they'll say like, hey, one more move, we kill him, then they start negotiating. So I think that the way things turned out was great. You got to remember, this is 3 turns of combat, so that is 9 seconds of real time. Every turn is 3 seconds. So 9 seconds is 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of time to do a lot of things, okay? In 9 seconds, a hostage could be killed, someone can slip and fall, and, it got really, really dangerous really, really quick. But I still think that everything was done really well, and I'm sure the players had no complaints. And I would say that this game master did a really good job. either a human shield or one of those many missed shots hit that kid in like the leg or something. Yeah, dude, that's a very good point. You know, that's not rules as written. That's obviously not rules as written, but it doesn't take away from the narrative. If you're like, you shot him in the leg, like it's not dangerous, but now he's gonna need to be carried, you know what I mean? It adds like another element to it. So he's not dead, but he's gonna bleed out if someone doesn't stabilize him. Yeah, or that, you know, like you got to stabilize him. So as soon as the fight is over, they're not just like, all right, dudes, we did it, high five. They're like, shit, stabilize the wound, grab a bandage. Who does he have? Trauma team? Like, you know, you got to deal with all that stuff. Trauma team is coming. Well, the dad said he didn't want a big stink about, you know, corporate, the corporates knowing about what's going on. So we got to outrun trauma team, even though he has trauma team. You know what I mean? So that kind of that kind of scenario will actually add to the excitement of the adventure. But you know, we're just adding to something that's already good. It's already done really well. Your players had a good time, and I think that the game master played it really well. So congrats to you. Well done. Hey Chooms, I hope you liked that. If you like more of that, then click on that link on the top right corner there, and you can check out the full VOD of everything I said in this clip. And stay tuned for more times when I go live. I appreciate all the love and support. If you guys really want to support me, you can go to patreon.com/JonJonTheWise, and you can use the link in the description below to go to Monster Fight Club to get some official Cyberpunk Red minis, terrain, you name it. I will get a portion of the sales if you do so. Thank you all for your support, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.